What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to walk you through your reversing candles, your reversing spells, your reversing rituals. So this is my reversing skull, black and red, reversing to take things, take off spells, take off hexes, take off curses and current situations that are blocking you, messing you up. When people do fucked up spells to you and they mess you up, and that spell energy sticks into you mentally, you have to reverse it off. You can do your uncrossings, you can do your jinx removals, you can do your cleansing, but the thoughts in your head that are messing you up, you have to do a reversing skull. The reversing skull is for you. The reversing skull is to take off the bad, which is the black part here, and bring back some good into your life with the red part, right? Normally you will get black on top, red at the bottom. But it's very, very hard to find it that way. I want you guys to buy the ones with the black on top and the red at the bottom. Glass candles cannot be buttered. So for all of you in my comments talking about you got to butter, it's a glass candle. You cannot cut the bottom of this candle and turn it upside down if red was up here and black. No, you can do that with the sticks because the sticks come red at the top, black at the bottom. Then you can butt it and you can turn them upside down. You'll get red and black sticks. I make my own reversing, so I know it. But I put my black at the top. One of the most things that you're going to have difficulty with is finding reversins for the money with the black on the top. You're going to find it with the green. And in any event, work it like that. Work it. I don't like to work it up like that, but I still find many people having success. So in one of my videos, you'll see the green candle, green at the top, black at the bottom. Work it like that. When you're going to work it like that, there's a few things that I want you to do. I want you to do some uncrossing. I want you to do some jinx removing. And I want you to create a spell in which you're going to be consistent with it. Let's say 7 to 9 days straight, where you're removing negative energy so that you can work the green at the top and the black at the bottom. That's how you're going to find them. That's how you're going to find them, unless you make your own candles. If you make your own candles, then you could do that. I make my own candles, so I don't have no problems. But for these candles, I buy them. I'll buy them. I love these double action reversing candles. So when your mind is messed up, things are going really bad, you're stuck and you're blocking that energy from that curse, from that hex, from that ritual, you need a skull. This is what you're going to do. You're going to use aluminum foil. You're going to use aluminum foil as a base for your petition, right? I love using the aluminum foil because sometimes I don't have the mirrors. And when I go to Dollar Tree or any place that sells the mirrors, I look at them like this, right? I don't, like if the cashier takes my mirror and she looks at it and, oh, these are cute. Okay, you can keep that now. And let me go get another one. Because nobody told you to look at my mirror. Like, you've been in the store all day. You should have looked at a mirror before I came, before you decided to come and put your reflection in my mirror. Don't let nobody look in your mirror at all. At all. At all. Get the mirrors all the way in the back and leave you all the people that listen. Think carefully, okay? You don't know who made the mirrors, but that's not your problem. Right now, your issue is buying a clean mirror and making sure nobody's reflection goes into it before you start using it. So my mirrors are always face down. So what I'll do, I'll write the petition on here on aluminum foil. Shiny side to reflect it back. If you don't do it like that, I've never seen a spell not work because you did it on the opposite side. Don't worry about that. Take the mirror as well. You're going to take this paper and you're going to write down all the negative things that have been happening to you. You're going to use the mirror to write the petition to send back to your enemy. You're going to write, return to sender, to my enemy. Now, many of you do not know who you're working on. You need to find out. You need to get a reading to get a good idea who this person is. Many readings, the person can be described. When I do my readings, I'll give you a description of them. If I feel a name, a letter, I will tell you it. The way they look, their build, all of that. For some people that are protected, you're not going to see that. Like you see like spiritual workers. Now what you're going to see is somebody's working you. So that worker will be reading, somebody's working you. When the worker is really, really protected, you're not going to know who it is. You're not even going to know it's a worker. If anything, you're going to be able to pick up, that worker will be able to pick up, this person is getting work done. I always pick up when people are doing work. So I don't understand, like, even if they're protected or not, how some of y'all cannot say, oh, the person is so protected, I didn't see them. No, you may not see them. You may not be able to describe them. But you know there's an energy there working over them. That's why people hire people. They hire people so they can work on their behalf. But when you reverse, you're not sending it back to the worker. You're sending it back to the person that paid the worker to send it to you. You get me? So all that brain activity in which is affecting you, messing you up, you can't work, you want to work that off. Write down your petition at the top. Whoever you pray to, Father Jesus, I call forth upon you, and I ask you to reverse, to remove, and take away these negative thoughts, the evil, the influence over me that's creating destruction, that's creating negativity in me, that's making me feel like I hate myself and I want to hurt myself and I don't care about my life anymore. That's what's present. What you want to bring back, you want to ask to be restored mentally. You want the good thoughts. You want to be able to have those good memories. You want to be able to laugh again. Your emotions go too as well when your head is getting worked on. All of that goes. All of it plays into part. So if you go curse a lady right now with destruction and you fuck her up really good, right? She's going to be cursed. Unless she goes and cleanse it off, unless she clean it off, it's going to stay on her. So many of you that have never cleansed a day in your life, talking about, oh, I'm about to work some money spells. Bitch, you is fucked up. You can't do that. You cannot just work good when bad is still there. That's why I tell many of you, when you got money problems, relationship problems, love problems, get a reading, sweetie. Court problems, get a reading. Many of you are out there, as soon as you get a court case, oh my God, I'm doing a tongue. No, you do not. You're messing up. You don't go freezing people. If you have a situation at court, and you are guilty. You're just guilty. Whatever the situation. Okay, you're guilty. All right, shit happens. You did some shit. You're guilty now, right? Guess what? You don't need to freeze nobody. You need to confuse them. You need to make them talk on your side. You need to influence the lawyers all against you, the prosecution, and even the judge. Those are all separate workings, not just one candle. So if you feel like I'm going to work a court case candle is going to deal with the law. No, it's not. You put in too much in that one candle. You can't burn that candle and then say, oh, it's going to deal with the judge, the lawyer, and my prosecutor. No, that court case candle is for you. Work that court case candle with justice in it, okay? You're going to work all of every single lawyer that is against you. That's why I tell y'all court cases are complex. You got to be working on them. Don't wait till 2 weeks later. And don't come to me with a 30-day window like, oh, I need you to work on me. I have other people that have waited way before you did that I have scheduled to work on. And you want to come in with a case heavy 30 days before your lawsuit or court case, and you want me to stop everything I'm doing and just focus on you. It don't work like that. I want everybody that feels like they could come in and take over and step over on people and feel like, oh, it's all about me. I'm paying you, so you got to do. No, it don't work like that. You should have been working on that. You should have been fixed it. You influence everybody that is not on your side to like you. Okay? The judge is to be worked to see and have pity over you. To see that you're not that type of person. To see that when you work the judge, you make him believe that this will never happen again. That he needs to give you another chance. And a lot of you that are working court cases shouldn't be working them. Somebody else should be working them for you. Because you got yourself dirty already. Y'all first thing y'all come, oh, I'm about to do a cow tongue. No, you're messing up yourself. Because you're shutting up lawyers. You're making people cold to you, right? So when you do that tongue, right, and you making people basically be quiet now, who is defending you? Tell me who's going to defend you now. Nobody. So be careful when you start your court case spells and you start, oh, I'm just going to work. I've been working a court case camp. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Half of you are out there with negative energy and it has to be cleared off of you. And some of you just cannot work. You have too much buildup against you and you need somebody to help you do it. So keep that in mind. Don't go freezing everybody else because then you got everybody cold. Everybody's against you. Now you blocked. Because the people that you should have been working to like you, to have pity, to feel sorry for your kids, to feel sorry for your mama, your husband, for everybody that's about to lose you, you're not doing it. You're making everybody cold. You're not giving yourself a chance when you do that. So when you work your court spells, please be careful. Please be careful. Don't let nobody think, oh, I could work a court spell for you in 7 days. They're lying. They're lying because time and energy together needs to build up the power and the strength that you need. So if you think that you could work a spell and you could get results in 24 hours for court, then may God be with you. You are blessed. You are blessed. Okay? Reversins are good for court cases, but not all court cases. But see, the court cases that come up, say right now you owe 17 tickets, right? I'll tell you to work a reversing because we need to turn some things around. Not to necessarily reverse all of the situation that you have created when you was not paying them tickets, but the court case, the jail time. That's what we want to reverse. We want to stop you from actually getting any time. So you can do a reversing. So you can turn that around. But the present situation in which you owe tickets, nope. You make an ammonia jar for them. And I told you, 3 sentences in an ammonia jar. Ammonia is not for love in any which kind of way. Situations that you get in, you done been stealing time at work, and they finally found out. Ammonia jar, reversing. You want to turn it around. You don't necessarily want to reverse it because you can't reverse. Oh, they didn't see you stealing time. No, they know. They caught on to you. When I told your ass to stop stealing all of that ink from work, and they finally caught your ass. Reversing ammonia jar. You need to. You got to turn that around immediately. So that's where the ammonia jar pops in. It makes sense. When you owe money, when there's a situation at work, court cases, landlords. You see a situation with the landlord. If you owe money, you cannot reverse that. You can now try to reverse him putting you out where he can give you an extension to pay. But if you owe the man the money, you've been living in his house for 19 months and you ain't paid $1, you're going to have to go. You can't live in my house. Because guess what? The minute you haven't paid, I'm moving in. Yeah, I'm knocking. Hey, girl, what's up? When you paying rent? Oh, you don't know. Oh, all right. Let me sleep on the couch till you get it together. You cannot be my tenant. I cannot be your landlord because there's rules and regulations. No, you're not going to live in my house. You're not going to not pay no money and then expect, okay, I'm not going to pay you for 32 months. And then what? Then I get messed up on my mortgage. Then my credit get messed up. You can do reversins for credit. So you know when you're checking your credit, when you're fixing your credit and you're building yourself, I feel it's very important to dispute all that old shit. So if it's a credit card you owe when you was like 19, dispute that. That shouldn't be on there for so long. You understand what I'm saying? After a certain amount of years, it can clear up and all. But I feel like an ammonia jar for to fixing your credit, number one. When I do help my friends, because I like to help my friends with things that I feel I have more control over. So I'll do like a 3-month trial with them, and I help them fix up their credit, and then they have to take over from there. I'll help you dispute certain things. I'll help you with every single thing that you need to do to build that credit score up. And within 6 months, we're trying to get you to like 100 points up within 6 months. I was helping one of my girlfriends. She has so many different things on her credit, and none of them were hers. People had taken off so many credit cards and all of that. We started working, reversing all of that. Ammonia jar. We started cleansing and casting off evil because that negativity, whoever was trying to fuck up, was trying to fuck up real bad. They took off majority of that. I help her get credit cards, and you know sometimes you got to put your money in. With her situation, she was lucky she had to put no money in. She opened up one credit card. It was like $400 or $500. I told her, I said, listen, you got to be under 30% of your debt to rate and show how much you make. And you know, I said the credit card people was going to be able to keep track of that. So $500 times 30%, $150. I told her at no time and point do you go over that $150 because they'll drop your score. And I told her, I'm not doing this for 3 months for my health. Like my eyebrows is not going to get thicker when I help you. No, they stay thin at the tail still, and I still have to put eyeliner. But anyways, I just feel like when you're working on yourself, there's certain things you can do, but I want you to have a full understanding exactly what that reversing is for. So now, you may be at your end, right? Because you got caught fucking a janitor, right? They caught you. They found out that you're sleeping with the janitor. They saw you, and it's like, shit. Now, a situation like that, you want to run an ammonia jar. You want to work on the person that saw you. You want to work confusion over him. You want to confuse him with what he saw. You have to confuse him. You get a vinegar jar. Vinegar fucks up. Vinegar not only something, but vinegar is a form of like, I'm putting some. I'm not using water. I'm fucking you up. Now, what you do, and you don't freeze it. You don't want to freeze. You don't want to keep him caught in that because it's a one-time thing. You don't want to ruin somebody's life because you was slutting around at work. No, put him in the vinegar. Put them in the poppy seeds. When you're gonna make your own vinegar, I want you to let it sit for like at least 5 weeks. If you're gonna do like mix like your own oils and whatnot, you know, like hot oils and stuff like that, I recommend you soaking those for a long period of time and keeping them in a dark space, because they need dark energy around them. So you want to keep them. You want to keep them for like 7 weeks. When I make my breakup oil and vinegar jars, let me show you guys real quick. And they're hot as shit. Hot as shit. I should wash my hands with something very soon. Let's just get some paper towel, because this should be hot as hell. So look, right? This oil is really, really, really hot. Really, really, really hot. What I did was, you know, oil and vinegar ain't never gonna mix no matter what, no matter what, no matter what. The name of the person, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pour out some more of the, so I can make it a little even. I have a little bit more vinegar that I have soaking in the garage. So I'm gonna pour out some of the hot oil and I'm gonna make it like even, right? So what you do is the person that you want to break up and break apart. I know we was talking about reversing, but don't worry, we're gonna get back into that. Now, the person that you want to stay hot and heated and just totally out of character with their emotions, you're going to put and soak them in the oil. And I think the woman should go in there, especially if it's a relationship. That's your husband, that's your boyfriend, like y'all in a relationship. Put the woman inside of the hot oil, because you want her to be very inconsistent with her feelings, her emotions. You want her to be really off. You want her to seem like she's unstable and not together. Now, you don't need to use any type of oils, corrupt, destruction, none of that in there, because you're making your own hot oil. And be careful when you make your oil. Use gloves. Like, don't be stupid. Oh, I'm going to touch this. I'm going to do, I got it. And then next thing you know, your hands is all crippled and retarded looking. Don't do that. The woman goes in the hot oil, and the man, you want him to stay bitter and sour to her. You want sex to be destroyed. You want everything that man is giving that woman to be soaking in that vinegar. Oil and vinegar will never mix. Oil and water don't mix. So you want to have that same creation. So when you make things, think about it really good. Think about it so good that it's like, damn, that shit, that is what's up. It's not gonna mix. Now, for many people, you want to do destruction, but you don't have to do destruction if you're just gonna work on breaking them and you kind of scared, like, oh, I don't want to F up their life. When people come, mess up your relationship, mess up your life, tear apart everything going on, destruction is perfect for them. Destruction is number one. And for those of you working your destruction, like I've told you before, you can do 9 days or do every other day. Some of you need to work that jar until they break up, because that jar right there is helping you build your power. Alongside, you should be cleansing every day. Use my cleansing soap to clean your hands. Use my magic wash to clean the bathroom out where you're going to be working. What you can do is use the Spanish moss around it to contain it and to bring in more bad luck. You'll take a brown piece of paper, right? Fold it up just like this. And her picture and photo should be at the bottom of this, well, at the top. And his will go at the bottom. And it goes just in like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make it half. I want it to be even, because I want her to sit directly at the bottom. And I want him to sit in the vinegar, and I want her to sit at the top. So I'll do it like this and put it right in the middle. Of course, you'll get a bigger piece of paper and whatnot. Wrap it up really good. Use like any kind of binding cloth or rope, whatever you can use to wrap it and put it in there. Then you're going to cover it. Cover it for like 9 days. Cover it for 9 days. Get your candles together. Prepare your separated, break up, corrupt, unstable, or you could use my black magic oil and just, you know, go in hard and just bring in all the bad to that relationship specifically. A lot of times I'll tell you guys, don't work the breakup jar. Work the destruction to ruin every single thing that they have done. See, the destruction jar is much heavier. The destruction jar is cursing you. My breakup jar is breaking you up. The destruction jar will curse that relationship and break it. The destruction jar will curse you and break any money coming in, love, emotion. It is destruction. It does exactly as it is. When you buy my destruction or my breakup jars, they come fully fixed with everything. Many of you, I prefer you to make your own petition, because y'all be asking me to do all types of stuff that I tell y'all not to do, and then y'all turn around doing it. So fine, do your own petition. I like to make petitions, but you could do your own petition. No more than 2 people should be going in here. Now, if you're doing destruction and work destruction, then no more than 4 people who are related. So if say right now, him, his mother, his brother, and his brother's wife, right? all messing with you. You can put all of them in there to have destruction with each other. You're turning them against each other now. So now they're gonna, that hate, that negativity, that energy that is like uncertain, like they can't stay together. That's gonna be all surrounding them. Destruction jars fuck with your mind. The breakup jar is gonna fuck with your relationship. It's gonna fuck with the sex. That's why I prefer the man inside the vinegar, because it sours him sexually. Your petition now should be direct. You want to break them up. You shouldn't be talking about nothing that happened 13 years ago. Be direct. No more than 3 sentences. You're going to shake the shit out of this jar. Like you have an epilepsy seizures every single day. Every day I want you to take some time. I want you to 15 minutes, no more than that. You can't put all of that on you. Then you won't sleep right. Then your whole week is messed up because you put in too much negativity in yourself versus good. You understand? So now you're working to break up, shake it up in the bathroom, shake it up in the bathroom. It's very important when you're working on somebody. No sleep at all. Don't give them that peace of mind or that rest. But for yourself now, you have to be careful, you know, because if you don't do the right thing and you're not casting off, you're not cleansing yourself in between, you're not keeping protection heavy over you. How do you keep protection over? You keep on doing it. You're consistent with it. You're praying over and over, and you believe in yourself. That's how you build the work. That's how you build power. That's how you get your results. So for many of you, you have to do things in the right order. Like, don't go fucking with people and you don't have no protection up. Yes, it will affect you. It's not in a way where you're gonna say, oh, it backfired on me. No, you're not protected. So how you gonna touch shit? It's like going to pick up a big piece of shit with no gloves. No protection on your hand. Now you gonna smell like shit. Keep yourself protected. Wear gloves, pick up the shit, right? Solves the problem. But for many of you, y'all like to go in, do heavy shit, and then come out and clean after. No. Before, during, and after. Do it in your bathroom. It's okay. Don't do it every single day. 15 minutes. Put it in a black bag or cloth. Shake it up and put it behind the toilet. When you're in the bathroom, light the candle. Light the candle. Then put it out. Snuff it out. You can use like a thick piece of wood to put over it. I find when you snuff candles, I like to put something to cover over it. I don't like to use candle snuffers for like my glass candles. I prefer to snuff it out with something like a piece of wood. Or I use a book sometimes. I used to use a book and, you know, burn the shit up out of the book. But I like to just, like, you see like a piece of wood like this? And I'll just put it out really good. When you're working on breaking people apart, there's going to be a lot of you that are just doing it because you want to sleep with somebody's husband. You're doing it because you want to be with somebody's wife. And that never plays out good. There's no justification from another woman or man when you come in their relationship and feel like you could take over. So for those of you that want the pity in that, you have to see where it's wrong. Like, I don't see where you can feel like, oh, I'm going to break up the wife from the husband. Let me move this because y'all probably going to think this is a blunt. And look, it's not. It's just a piece of paper, right? So a lot of you want to do things to people that, and you know, it's not going to happen for you. Like, you just can't break them off. Their love, their relationship is too strong. It's just something that you cannot do. So for many of you doing it, oh, it's not working for me. You don't have no power. That is not your man. That is her husband. Leave that man alone. Close your legs to married men. You know, a lot of y'all bring yourself in problems and then y'all like, oh, I'm gonna do this. No, you cannot do that, because no woman, no husband is gonna sit there and let you come break their relationship at all. I think it's cool to find your own man. I mean, with 8 billion people in the world, I think you can find your own man. I think you can find your own woman. What you can do, my battery died. But what you can do for situations like that is put him and her inside the breakup jar and place her in destruction. Place her in just destruction, fucking up her life, her energy, her emotions. Work black vagina candles on her so she can stop sleeping around, period. Let's get back into the reversing, because y'all know I could talk. Okay, so I was talking about the skull, talking about the head, telling you what you should do. Now, let me just show you what I use the chicken foot for. When I dehydrate my chicken feet for reversing, everybody that I do a reversing for, if I have them available, I'll send them to you. So you'll always get like a chicken foot to scratch away the negativity, to keep that off of you. So I do a reversing for you. What I do recommend when you do reverses is taking reversing baths. You know, take a reversing baths. I have reversing soap. I'll put the link in the link at the description box below. I work the hands with the spell. So I'll work a 7-day. I'll work it on foil paper, or I'll use Where's my other mirror at? Didn't I have two? Okay, it's under here. Or I'll put it on if I have them, because sometimes I can't find mirrors. I like to buy a bunch and put them down, and I just turn them over, which works for me. So basically, when you're working to take things out of your mind, even like sometimes when people break you up, and say right now somebody did a destruction on you, say right now somebody's working a breakup on you, you need that black and red skull for yourself, for your mental energy to reverse things, to take those negative thoughts out. The candle alone stands in as overall like your body. So you'll work your mind, you'll work your body, and you can work your hands. I think y'all saw my hands before. And I make any color hands, any color candle. If you think it, I thought it, I could do it. The Krabby Mix goes around this stuff. So what I like to do, I like to work all three. If I'm working a heavy reversing for you, the first thing you start off with is this. That's like the number one thing to do. You get a hand with that, and you put some aluminum foil. You take, oh, stink. You take some Krabby Mix. The Krabby Mix goes around your aluminum foil, and like this. Krabby Mix goes all around. Put some of my reversing all in there and put 9 holes. Get like a screwdriver, a really, really skinny one that you're going to use to write with on your candles, because you could use it to write on the skull. Your name will go up here. It will go underneath too as well. What I like to do with my skulls, I like to write the name underneath as well, and on the forehead. So what you can do, you can put your name right here, right across the forehead. This is like initiating that it's you. When I do my skulls for you, they come dressed, so you don't have to do nothing. But in the event that you do want a skull like this, you have to order it from my website. Why is it so dark? So in the event you want a skull like that, you do that. So the first thing you do when you want to do your reversing, start with this. Start with this, then move on to your skull. For your mind, for your thoughts. The hand is going to remove the things that you've been binded from, restricted, and blocked from doing. So in many situations, you'll find yourself where you're cursed, you're hexed, you're crossed, you can't do nothing. These hands will stand as kind of like a bind breaker, because it's breaking the bind that's over your hands. You've been unable to work. You've been unable to make money. A bind is a restriction. It's a force to stop you, to control you, to make you do things other than what you've been doing. Now, normally people will bind people in their marriages, but I don't recommend you binding people in relationships until that person is conditioned to where you want them to be. Loving, caring, respectful, husband or wife. If you're going to bind the cheater, you're binding the cheating to yourself. Okay? If he's a pathological liar and you didn't fix that and you didn't stop it and you didn't care to, you just wanted him to be there, you're going to bind those lies to your relationship. So think when you say, oh, I want to do a bind. No. Take it off first, clean them up, get you together and the person before you even consider doing it. When you want to bind people, I will make you some pitch black hands, and you can use those hands to stop them from doing things. Bind people who have binded you. Work on people who have worked on you. Don't just go and, you see a nice looking woman, you're like, oh, I'm jealous of her because I don't look like that. I'm not happy in my life, so I'm just going to work on her just because. Nah, don't do shit like that. That's how shit come back to you. Because now you're fucking with people, you don't know what she got up her ass. You don't know who's protecting her. When I say what she got up her ass, like, you don't know what spirits is surrounding this woman. Y'all don't be knowing about people, and y'all feel like y'all could go mess with them just because y'all got a little bit of magic. No. Ain't nobody scared of your magic. Ain't nobody scared of your magic. And I want everybody out there to not be afraid of other people's magic. Do not. When you do that, you restrict yourself. You're creating a bind over your magic. You're restricting and stopping yourself from protecting yourself and doing anything else that you need to do. Because now you, in your mind, you like, you know what? She got magic. She might be stronger than me. No. Nah. If you do things right and you keep yourself protected, work with your guardian angels, work with your ancestors. And when I say work with your ancestors, people that you don't know, people you've never seen. I don't necessarily feel like someone that passed away a year or two ago is your ancestor. That could be your family altar you're working on. You can do that. But ancestors are people from thousands of years ago that we don't know. We've never seen them, but their energy is present and heavy. Light candles for them. Bring that energy out. A lot of your ancestors need that energy. They need somebody to call forth upon them. When you do that, you creating like a force a protection around you. Everybody that likes you wants the best for you, and you know they're not alive. They're gonna work with you, especially if you take care of them. You know, like you don't have to go out of your way and buy a bunch of rum and feed them. No, you don't need to do all of that. Light a candle. You can get a little bit of flowers, white flowers if you want to, and you can pray to them. And you can look for energy, look for not energy, look for like basically clues and where they're gonna leave you in your dreams and whatnot to see if they're gonna work with you. You need that additional backup. Like a lot of you are going in blindly, no protection, nothing, and y'all trying to do stuff to people and you can't. You can't work a spell that heavy and then not be fully where you need to be. And then a lot of you are working spells and it's like, oh, I did it 17 times. You need to stop because it's something that you possibly don't have within you. When you're reversing situations off of your hands, you're taking off that blockage. So sometimes when you do work at reversing, you're reversing it back, sending it back to evil, right? And it's coming off for you, it's clearing up things. But I also recommend you sometimes to take a bath because I want you to take it off your body. The head is good. You need to do a cleansing for your head. Do a cleansing for your head with a skull like this. You see the red part? That's where you're going to write the good things. You can write it along the base. You can write it underneath, wherever you want to do. But you're going to need some hands too. Because if you've been stopped and blocked from working and you spiritually cannot move on and move forward, then there are many things that you're going to need to do. I'll dress these hands. I'll write on them. I write on the fingers to remove all the things that are bothering you. All the things that are stopping you from getting your money. The buildup that has made you just be stuck. You want to work hands to free yourself from that. You could work hands for anything. You could work hands for love, to restore your marriage, white and pink and red. You can work hands to heal yourself. Blue, you can work hands to gain more money. Green, you can make hands to remove negativity and bring back in good luck, like a van type of situation. Yellow, you can make hands to open your roads. Orange, there are many alternatives when you work with colors. I've explained it, I believe, in some of my videos from the past, but that's what I tell you guys all the time. There's a bunch of videos, 145. Why don't you go look through them and then you can ask me questions, because I talk about everything. In this video, I'm talking about reversing, breaking up, destruction, side bitches. You understand? So you get a lot of information in one. But overall, you're getting information. And I'm going to tell you exactly what to do and how to do it, because I want you guys to learn too. I want you guys to know what you're doing. When you purchase all these oils and candles from me, I want you to know how to do it, how to work with them. When you're working with hands and you want to restore yourself, use the white ones. It's just, I feel like a lot of times many of you block yourselves and there's no progress and it's nothing coming out of it because your head. And I feel like if you do clean your head and you reverse off all those thoughts and you keep them off, sometimes one skull is not enough. No, sometimes you need 2 skulls. Sometimes you need to work 3 skulls back to back to take everything off of you. Some of you have more heavier situations than other people do. And some of you got to understand that. So one candle may surface, one candle may not. And some of you don't want to continue to work on yourselves. Some of you want to just do it and then expect it to just, like, I guess, clear up right away. And for many of you, I want you to know it doesn't work like that. When you're working on yourself, you continue until you feel better, until it clears away. You have to. If you're gonna just light a 4-inch candle and say, you know what, this is gonna change my whole life right now, then you're not understanding to magic. You're really not. And just keep your cleansings up to make sure that no negativity, no energy is gonna continue to come back to you. Your aura is clean. Your mind is clean. Mind, body, and soul. When you write your petitions, get a plain candle. Like I told you, I love plain candles. I do. I enjoy plain candles because I can write on them. I can put the pictures on them. So that's why I just like to make my own stuff. I don't want nothing written on it for me, because sometimes the stuff that manufacturers are going to write on the candle is not going to be beneficial for you at all. By any means. My light on my phone went out. Please like it, because it's free. It don't cost you nothing to say, oh, I like this shit. Subscribe so you can continue getting shit like this, and stay blessed.